Hello friends out in YouTube land, Asenva here for another video, and today we're going to talk about how to keep your dolls' wigs on their heads. So I actually have an ancient old video on this topic already, and I just kind of wanted to do a refresher and kind of have it like a nicer quality, so that way in case you are wondering what kinds of things you can use, you can take a look today. We're also going to be doing a little make and take today, so if you want to know a really affordable way to keep your doll's wigs on and you don't have to purchase anything major, stay tuned. So some just 101s. Most doll wigs are either going to be like a fur wig or some type of synthetic wig, kind of like this one here. And most synthetic wigs stay on doll heads pretty nicely already because they have an elastic band. So as you can see, this one here has the elastic band that I was talking about. So this kind of is able to give some tension, and when you put it on top of the head, it kind of will adhere to the head a little bit, you know, nicer than that of a fur wig. Now, most fur wigs do not really have elastic built into them. They're usually just kind of sewn this way, and it's basically just fur, like patches or wefts, whatever you want to call it, that are sewn together, and that are in like a dome shape that you can, you know, place onto a doll head. So if you don't have something, especially like with our fur wig friends, it tends to do this. Woo! Woo, yeah. You don't want this to happen. So we are, you know, always looking for things to keep a doll wig on. Some pretty basic solutions that you can use are silicone little wig cap holders. And this guy here, I don't remember 100% where I bought him from, but you can actually purchase these like anywhere. You can get them from our distributor friends like Alice's Collections. Denver Doll sells them as well. Junkie Spot has some. And then you can actually find them on Amazon too. The only thing you kind of have to just double check with these guys here is that you're getting the correct size. They make different sizes of these guys, so depending on what wig size your doll wears is probably what you're going to be looking for this. So that is my 1/3 scale size boy, and he usually wears like an 8, 9, 9, 10 wig. So this is a 9, 10 wig, silicone wig cap for him. Some other things that people have done in the past, which I haven't changed my thoughts on this since when I did the first video I did on this a long time ago, was that some people will stick like a piece of Velcro on the like head cap here. They'll just like boop, like stick a piece of Velcro there, and that's how they kind of keep their dolls on there. I just am not a fan of anything with like adhesive or anything like that, because of the residue and stuff that gets left behind, and plus it's a big pain in the butt to take Velcro off of anything, like with the adhesive part. So, you know, do what you want, but that is another method that people use. Another one which I don't have on hand is rubber bands. Some people like to go ahead and get like just, you know, just a regular pack of rubber bands, and they will rubber band the top of the head, and then they stick the wig on top of that, and that's how they keep their wigs on. Again, it's really up to you. It's preference, whether or not you want to use some of these other materials. Another really popular one that people do that I was doing for some of my dolls for a while was just getting a balloon. So this is going to be our first make and take of the day, which is showing you balloons. So you literally just get a pack of white balloons. I would suggest using white. Don't use any other color because it could stain your dolls. And we're literally just going to snip. That's all we're going to do. So here we go. And I'm going to cut it probably about to here. Like if we look here, I'm going to cut it like to here. Just like that. And that is it. Now you have, basically it's like a swimmer's cap. And we're going to put this on Kai back here. He's ready to swim now. And we're just going to pop this back on. And there you have it. Just as simple as that, as just buying a balloon. I think it does pretty well. Like I, you know, don't have it really slipping around too much. It's not really coming off. I don't really think it's gonna go too far. And honestly, I think any of these things that you choose to use for your dolls to help keep a wig on honestly serves a dual purpose because it will also help your dolls from staining. Some wigs are very dark, and so over time you'll notice that when you take it off, and you should routinely take your wigs off your dolls and give them a good like little once over and clean them, you might notice there might be some staining where that rubber band, or where that section where it kind of adheres to the head, you might see some discoloration there. And again, you're going to want to go ahead and clear that off as soon as possible. But using things like this, even a balloon, I think it really goes a long way because it will save your dolls from things like that. So not only by using some of these things to help keep a wig on, which is one benefit, it helps protect your doll too. Also, just to let you know, I do stream every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Time. It is called Dolly Talk Tuesday, and I just have a bunch of fun. We talk about and do things with like BJDs and all that jazz. You can join the chat and just, you know, we just generally like to have a chill and good time. So I hope to see you there. Getting back to this, I made this on stream so that I can show you how simple it was. I made it in live, like real time. And this is the last make and take I'm gonna show you today. So this is simple. You really only need two things. You need a hot glue gun and tape. That's it. So we're gonna show you the first part. My glue gun is actually heating up right there. And what you're gonna do is that you're gonna take your tape and you're gonna roll it out, and then you have to kind of measure it around your doll's head, okay? So again, we're gonna go ahead and use as an example. Even if it's a little bit longer, that's okay, because you can always cut it down. So this is extremely long. I made an extremely long piece that I did not need to make that long. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and take this piece of tape and we're gonna fold the sticky sides in. So it's gonna be folded in half. And wow, you can see my fingerprints and everything. It doesn't have to be perfect, you're just folding it in half, okay? Obviously, we do want to try to not get so much of like the adhesive sticky part sticking out. You want to try to keep it as close as possible for those ends to meet. Okay, that's good. If anything, I can go ahead and cut this down more if I need to. So once you have your strip like this, you're gonna go ahead and start putting on your glue. So the hot glue is just gonna be like drizzled on. It doesn't have to be beautiful or in like a pattern or anything. Just, you're essentially gonna be putting hot glue on both sides, and that's what we're gonna do. So please don't burn yourself. I tried doing this on a flat surface when I was doing the stream, and then it stuck to my table, and that was great. And there she is, so good. And you're gonna let this dry or solidify. I remember like I went to go rewatch my video and I was like, kept on saying dry, but I guess hot glue doesn't really dry, it solidifies. So I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and start gluing the other side. It needs to have the glue on both sides. One side is to keep it on the doll, and the other side is to keep the wig on the little glue ring. Arts and crafts, arts and crafts. I don't know if there's like a time per se. In the other video I said 3 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and put some glue at the end here so I can go ahead and join the ends here to make a circle. Okay. There we go. Again, hey, we're trying to think of things that won't break the bank. The hobby's expensive as it is. So I mean, we gotta think of these little solutions, right, to help us. Snug as a bug in the rug. Alright, there we go. Look at it. She's beauty and she's grace. Alright. The crown works, we're good. Now you put the thing, and now this is where you're gonna be like, whoa, my god, whoa. Okay, ready? Okay. Yeah. Beautiful. And, woo, she's on. Yeah, she's on. I really like these, especially when you make them fresh and like brand new, because they're like super duper, like, they will make it stick really nicely. So there was a piece of tape and it's on my foot now. So I hope these tips and tricks and things like that helped you out if you were curious about how to keep a BJD wig on. Again, it doesn't have to be something super duper expensive that you have to buy online. You can do a lot of different things to help you keep your doll wig on. As always, I hope you have a dolly-tastic day. We will see you guys in another video soon. Bye! still recording.